Shabbat Shalom. I have a little story to tell you before we start, and it's going to tie into what I'm going to tell you later, except it's a weird story, I think, and I'm doing it backwards. So this is supposed to be a short version of the lesson that we learn today. And the short version is, if you had a potato and you had a synthetic potato, and they tasted the same, they cooked up the same, how could you tell which one was the real one? What did you say? Sprout. Ah, he's right. So the answer is supposed to be, put it in the ground and see if it sprouts. If it can make more potatoes, then it's a real potato. Why is that going to tie into what I'm going to teach you? Why is that especially important to today's Shabbat? I am glad you asked. You'll have to wait until the whatever we call that. What's the middle of our service? One of the things I need to let you know, I don't know if I'm going to hear a cheer or a gasp, is that Sunday is the first day of the month of Kislev. What does that mean? What holiday comes in? Thank you. That was a gasp. Somebody did. What does the month of Kislev start? Hanukkah is in Kislev. On Sunday, we start the month that Hanukkah comes in. Already, Hanukkah. It's like already upon us. Sunday. So that's going to be a quiz. I hope I remember to put the blessing in, because I love saying the blessing for the new month. But we begin, I guess I need a prayer book somewhere down here. See that? I can get down, I can get back up. Do we have a favorite service? That's what, I thought you said that. Nobody's bored of service 3 yet? Good, service 3. So that's the short one. So page 82, I am going to invite Sharon and Rick and families to come up, and we stand on page 82 for the candle blessing and the Kiddush, and we turn the microphone on so that everybody out there can see. Hi, Shabbat Shalom, everybody out there. Turn page 82. Do you feel like the Pied Piper sometimes?
These lights are only flickering flames, yet flames illumine our uncertain steps. Flames remind us of Sabbaths long past and of their beauty that delighted our hearts. May they inspire us to work for the great Sabbath of peace. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher tishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat. We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe. You hallow us with your mitzvot and command us to kindle the Sabbath lights.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner Shel Shabbat. We now turn to page 165. Papa's got to get the Kiddush cup. Give him some room.
Okay, let me have it.
Pass it over to him. Page 165. If you need to look at the translation, it's on 166, but that's on you. We're doing 165. Because watch this, because the Miravs can do this. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsha b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu. Zikaron l'maaseh v'reshit, ki hu yom techila l'mikrah kodesh, zecher litziat mitzrayim. Kivanu v'charta v'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat koshecha v'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. L'chaim. We should have put more juice in there. There's a lot of sipping that has to happen. Little sips. There was a little sip in there. You are welcome to be seated. If you say Shabbat Shalom to someone that came in with you and someone who didn't come in with you, everybody has to get a Shabbat Shalom. I'm coming to Carol. Shabbat Shalom, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Can I have Shabbat Shalom? Thank you. Shabbat Shalom. Thanks. Nice job. We have to turn back to page 80 something. Bottom of 83. And I don't want you to raise your hand and tell me who is each of these people that we're talking about. Page 83. But sometimes it feels like me, and sometimes it doesn't feel like me. There are days when we seek material things and measure failure by what we do not own. On Shabbat, we wish not to acquire, but to share. There are days when we exploit nature with reckless greed. On Shabbat, we stand and wonder before the mystery of creation. There are days when we think only of ourselves. On Shabbat, we open our hearts to the needs of others. Therefore, we welcome Shabbat, day of rest, day of joy, day of peace. And we welcome the angels that accompany us on Shabbat. Watch them fly around. Are they flying angels? Okay. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei HaMlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Bochem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech malachei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech malachei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech malachei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. I love this paragraph. The synagogue is the sanctuary of Israel. Born of our longing for the living God, it has been to Israel throughout our wanderings a visible token of the presence of God in our people's midst. Its beauty is the beauty of holiness. Steadfast, it has stood as the champion of justice, mercy, and peace. Its truths are true for all people. Its love is a love for all people. Its God is the God of all people. As it has been said, my house shall be called a house of prayer for all peoples. Let all the family of Israel, all who hunger for righteousness, all who seek the eternal, find God here, and here find life. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, be'alma divrach yiruteh, v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayechon uvyomechon, uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala, ba'agala, uvizman kariv, v'meru, amen. Yeheh shmei Rabbah mevarach, la'alam ul'almei almaya, yitbarach. יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמך דקודשה בריחו, לעילם מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמא, ואמרו אמן. ברכו את אדוני המבורך, ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. Oh God, how can we know you? Where can we find you? You are as close to us as breathing, yet you are farther than the farthermost star. You are as mysterious as the vast solitudes of night, yet as familiar to us as the light of the sun. To Moses you said, "You cannot see my face, but I will make all my goodness pass before you." Even so does your goodness pass before us in the realm of nature and in the joys and sorrows of life. When justice burns within us like a flaming fire, when love evokes willing sacrifice from us, when to the last full measure of selfless devotion we demonstrate our belief in the ultimate triumph of truth and righteousness, then your goodness enters our lives and we can begin to change the world. And then you live within our hearts, and we, through righteousness, behold your presence. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem, Kivod Malachuto, Le'olam Va'ed. She's gone. It was bad timing. Oh, have a seat, have a seat. Have a seat. Lillian doesn't want to do it, does she? Never mind, just kidding. Why don't you join me on page 88 and I will lead this. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Elohechem emet. So I want you to think about this when you're reading the English, that the first paragraph is written, when it says you, it's talking about you as an individual. And the second paragraph comes from a totally different place in the Torah, and it works well together, but it's talking about y'all and not just you as an individual. So first paragraph, individual. Second paragraph, y'all. You shall love your eternal God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your being. Set these words, which I command you this day, upon your heart. Teach them faithfully to your children. Speak of them in your home and on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand. Let them be symbols before your eyes. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Be mindful of all my mitzvot and do them. So shall y'all consecrate yourselves to your God. I am your eternal God, who led you out of Egypt to be your God. I am your eternal God. All right, let's do this. How about if Gabby comes and helps me with this, and Milena comes and helps me with this? Thank you, ladies. So did you see the difference there? The individual and the plural? All right. So I'll have this half of the room read with Gabby. We're on page 89. And you take this part, and then this half of the room reads with Milena, and you do the responses. Ready, go.
I, the Eternal One, have called you to righteousness and taken you by the hand and kept you. I have made you a covenant people, a light to the nations.
We are Israel, witness to the covenant between God and God's children.
This is the covenant I make with Israel. I place my Torah in your midst and write it upon your hearts. I will be your God, and you shall be my people.
We are Israel. Our Torah forbids the worship of race or nation, possessions or power.
You who worship gods that cannot save you, hear the words of the Eternal One. I am God, there is none else.
We are Israel. Our prophets proclaimed an exalted vision for the world.
Hate evil and love what is good. Let justice well up as waters and righteousness as a mighty stream.
We are Israel, schooled in the suffering of the oppressed.
You shall not oppress your neighbors nor rob them. You shall not stand idle while your neighbor bleeds.
We are Israel, taught to beat swords into plowshares, commanded to pursue peace.
Violence shall no longer be heard in your hand, desolation and destruction within your borders. All your children will be taught of your God, and great shall be the peace of your children.
We are Israel, O God, when we are witnesses to your love and messengers to your truth.
You are my witnesses, says the Eternal One, and my servant whom I have chosen. Know me, therefore, and put your trust in me.
We are Israel, O God, when we proclaim you are your God, our Redeemer, as did our ancestors on the shores of the Red Sea.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osefele, nora tehilot osefele, malechutecha rahuvanecha boke'ayam, Lifnei Moshe, Zeli anu vehameru, Adonai imloch, Adonai imloch, le'olam vahed. Let's do the last paragraph together. V'ne'emar, and it has been said, the Eternal One delivered Jacob and redeemed us from the hand of one stronger than ourselves. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. We praise you, O God, Redeemer of Israel. That's just putting them on the spot for stuff that they didn't even know, and they knew it anyway, and I am very proud. We're at the top of page 92. May we lie down this night in peace and rise up to life renewed. O God, spread over us your shelter of peace, of quiet, and of calm. Yikes. We're stuck. Sorry. And bless us with rest. And let a time come when morning will bring no word of war or famine or anguish, a time of happiness, of contentment and rest. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom, aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. We give thanks to the night and its rest and the promise of peace for all the world. Are we on? Can you hear this? In there? I don't think so. Ready? Oh, yes, you can. What? I thought we have a new pickup. Vishameru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam b'ni uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam oti le'olam oti le'olam Vishameru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. Before you stand up, I forgot something very important. And when we sang those last few words, the Shavat Vayinafash, which means he rested and he was re-souled, because the nefesh is a soul, and if you yinafash, you're refreshed again. It's like getting a new soul. We forgot to breathe. Did you guys forget to breathe? We forgot to breathe. Everybody take a deep breath in through your nose. Let it out through your mouth. Try it again. Shavat Vayinafash. Try that. You're going to inhale to Shavat and you're going to exhale to Vayinafash. You rested and was refreshed. Ready? Shavat, inhale. Vayinafash, exhale. He rested and was refreshed. And now that you're very relaxed, please stand up for the Amidah, which begins on page 93. Let's see if we could do this without getting tangled. Yes. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Eternal God, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'koneh HaKol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, U'mevii Geula Livnei V'nehem, L'ma'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ve'ezrat Sarah. Middle of page 94. God of all generations, of Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, of Sarah, Rebekah, Leah, and Rachel, be praised. Your wondrous creative power fills heaven and earth. God of life and death, be praised. Through us send help to the falling, healing to the sick, freedom to the captive. Confirm your faithfulness to those who sleep in the dust. Awesome and holy God, be praised. With acts of love and truth we hallow your name. As it is said, be holy, for I, your eternal God, am holy. God of times and seasons, be praised. Enable us through Sabbath rest to explore and learn and impart the meanings of your Torah. Make our hearts ready to serve you this day and all days. God, who answers prayer, be praised. May we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer. Wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands, you are our God. Source of life and its wonders, be praised. You are the miracle within all we behold. You are goodness, you are compassion. We give thanks to you forever. Please read with me together below the Hebrew. God of peace, of justice, and of love, be praised. Inspire us to banish forever hatred, war, and bloodshed. Help us to establish forever one human family united in peace. God of peace, bless us with peace. We take a moment for the words that are in our hearts to make it through the gates of prayer as we take a moment for silent prayer. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, O God, my rock and my Redeemer. At this time in our service, we need to turn to page 162. This is the quiz that we talked about earlier. So we are going to get to the bottom of the page, and we're going to say that the new month of Kislev will begin on Sunday. That's what you have to remember. And the Hebrew word, obviously, for Kislev is Kislev. Yes. And Monday is Yom, what's Monday? Yom Rishon. It's Monday. It's Sunday. Did I say Monday? Sunday, the first day of the week. Yom Rishon. So we're going to remember those things. I always like the name Kislev. You've heard me say this for at least 12, 13 years now. Because Kislev, if you take it in English, it sounds like kiss. The word lev means heart. So I think that's kind of a loving month right here. Kislev. Yehi ratzon milfanecha Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu shetechadesh aleinu et ha'chodesh ha'aba. Our God and God of our ancestors, may the new month bring us renewed good and blessing. May we have long life, peace, prosperity, and health, a life full of blessing, a life exalted by love of Torah and reverence for the divine, a life in which the longings of our hearts are fulfilled for good. Misha nisim lavotenu limotenu v'ga'alotam me'avdut lecherut. Wondrous God, in ancient days, you led our people from bondage to freedom. Redeem us now out of our exile from one another, making all Israel one united people. Rosh Chodesh Kislev yihye b'yom Rishon. The new month of Kislev will begin on Sunday. We read together, God of holiness, let the new month bring for us and for the whole house of Israel life and peace, happiness and joy, deliverance and comfort. And let us say Amen. At this time in our service, our hearts and our prayers turn to those who are ill or recuperating. We turn to the inside back cover of the prayer book. I turn off my microphone to read our list. If you have other names that you'd like to add to our prayers, please call them out. For all these names, for the names we choose to hold in our hearts and not say out loud, we pray together. O God, in our hearts we name those who are facing illness and pain. We join our prayers with the prayers of all who love them. Give them renewed comfort and courage. Strengthen in them the healing powers you have placed within us all. Guide the hands and hearts of those who are entrusted with their care. May the knowledge of your love and ours give added hope to them and their dear ones. May they find even greater strength because our prayers are linked to theirs. Baruch atah Adonai, Rofei HaCholim. We praise you, eternal God, the source of healing and health. Mi sheberach avotenu mikor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mikor habracha lehavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. We've come to add, Misheberach avotenu v'imotenu. May the one who blessed and protected our ancestors guard all those whom we have entrusted with the responsibility of defending our freedom and protecting us in this country, in the land of Israel, and everywhere they've been called to serve. May they return home safely, and let us say Amen. So do you remember my potato story? So the point of the potato story was supposed to be, and I know, it has to do with today's Torah portion. Today's Torah portion, there was an interesting interpretation that I had seen that says that the Torah portion today is called Toldot, because it says these are the generations. Toldot means something like the generations of, or the legacies of. And so Toldot is the first unique word. But the very first words in the Torah portion about Noah are, these are the generations of. And so the question is, why is it that when one of them has these are the generations of as the first word, and the other one has these are the generations of as the first word, why is this one the one that says, that's called Toldot, and the other one is the one that's called Noah? So the other one says, these are the generations of Noah. Noah was a righteous man in his generation. And the rabbis teach that because the Torah portion about Noah, even though we all came from Noah in some sense, according to the story, it's supposed to remind us to all be nice to each other, but we still show that we come from a source. So this Torah portion about Noah was about Noah, about how Noah saved his family, about how Noah saved some people. But when we get to today's Torah portion, this week's Torah portion, we get to the story about, if you were at the conclave last week, you got to hear a little bit about the exciting story of what's going on. The Saturday morning service was one of the coolest things that I have ever done. It was a speed dating worship service. And hopefully one day we could do this together. Yeah, it was speed dating. But it wasn't like you were dating each other, because last week's Torah portion was about how Abraham sent Eliezer to go try to find a bride for his son Isaac. And so we were learning about how to date by learning about the parts of the service. So, for example, the part where it talks about Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, we're talking about our ancestors. So we had people sitting in concentric circles so that they're facing each other, and they had to talk about their parents and their grandparents to each other. They had to listen. And sometimes we would say, okay, this person does all the talking, bong, and I would do a gong, and then the other person had to do all the talking. Sometimes it was that you had to talk at this, together, and then bong. But it was trying to teach them how to talk and communicate and things that are important in a dating experience, about things like how you feel about what your parents, your grandparents, where you come from, or when it came time to the end of the service, it was how you feel about what happens after you die. And so even the kids who knew each other already, that found themselves sitting facing each other, they learned things about each other that they didn't know. And so last week's Torah portion had to do with dating, in a sense, finding a spouse for Isaac. So when we're talking about generations this week, we're talking about the generations. We talk about Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and what happens with them. So how does that have anything to do with potatoes? Because when we talk about Noah, it was mostly about Noah. He's kind of like that artificial potato. When we talk about our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, it's more like the potato that, in Tim's word, sprouts. And that's what we are. Because it doesn't have to do with specifically how spuddy we are. It doesn't have to do with specifically if we have children. But the fact that we are here and the fact that we are caring about our Judaism means that we are role models about Judaism. And it's about the legacy that we leave and not just about ourselves. So that's our Torah portion. And I think it's especially helpful on a week before Thanksgiving, because a lot of us get together with family for Thanksgiving. And so we think about the legacy. And it's not, as I said, it's not about us sprouting another generation. It's not always about that. Sometimes it's just about our influence in the world. And I think that in that way we have the potential of being very spuddy. Mr. President, what kind of things do we have to do soon? We keep doing it all, and then next thing you know, there's lots of stuff. Remember that I said we're starting Kislev? Just you wait.
Shabbat Shalom. Thanks to our blessers, Sharon and Rick and family. There will not be religious school or Hebrew classes this Sunday either. We will have Hebrew class on Wednesday. Sunday will be the beginning of the Thanksgiving break. The next religious school day will be December 2nd. The office will be closed Thursday and Friday this week. We'll have a group volunteering at the Northwest Louisiana Food Bank on Tuesday, November 28th from 1:30 to 3:30. Please contact Helene or the office if you would like to help. There will be a fair trade sale December 5th through 17th at B'nai Zion. Remember that the first light of Hanukkah is December 12th. We have many opportunities to celebrate together, including parties at the retirement homes during Hanukkah, a party at B'nai Zion on December 17th, and of course bringing your Hanukkah and lighting it with everyone else at B'nai Zion Friday, December 15th. On behalf of the board and the rabbi, we wish you a safe, happy, and healthy Thanksgiving. Donations were made to B'nai Zion or for pulpit flowers in loving memory of Nathan Murov by the family, in loving memory of Mary Toys by Goldie Morris and Sharon and Elliot Goldman, in loving memory of Joanne Selber Vedlitz by Mandy Selber. Thank you.
Thank you. We're about to turn to page 148, and everyone who's under the age of 15 can come up and help me open the ark for the Aleinu. Bree, you coming up? Everybody else is going to get ready to stand. Page 148. And when the ark is open, please rise. Come on, Bree. Come on, come on. Come on. Ready? I like how it's the girls who are showing up tonight. Yay, represent. Page 148. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Ready? Come on up. Thank you, my dear. Come on up, come on. All right. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, la'teit gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kegoy haratzot, v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gohor aleinu k'chol hamonam, v'anachnu koreim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech malachei hamalachim, hakadosh baruch hu. And on the facing page we're going to sing, V'nemar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad. When the ark is closed, you may be seated. You want to close this? You want to close it? Would you close the door for me, please? You will close the door? Uh-oh, I'll do it. We better step back. Come on out. Bye, Taurus. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, teamwork. Thank you, ladies, for accepting my honor. I'm missing some. You may be seated. We continue on page 151. And I'm sad to say that this week all the numbers increased. We now have lost 31 military line of duty deaths. We have 114 police officers who've died in the line of duty, including 19 K-9. We have 80 firefighters who have died in the line of duty. May their memories be a blessing. May their families be consoled. May we be forever grateful that there are people who run into danger for our sake. We continue on page 151. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, let us meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. I'm going to suggest that we take a moment of silence to remember. And I'm going to say that I'm going to read the list first so that we remember who it is that some of the people, many of us know all of the people, but we remember Vivian Murov, who died in this past 30 days. We remember Kurt Strauss, Shirley Seligman, and Stephen Muslow, who are parents of our congregants who have died the past year. And those for whom we're observing yortzites this week include Louis E. Baer, Bertrand I. Kahn, Morris Chernick, Marguerite Dupree, Alex Feigelson, Rena Feldman, Walter Grant, Max M. Hermer, Ida Katzenstein, Saul Klumak, Minnie S. Morris, Chaim Murov, Nathan Murov, Richard Rutman, Norman Schnorr, Mary Toys, Joanne Selber-Vedlitz. And we read together so we take a moment of silence. We take a moment of silence. In this moment of memory, our griefs and sympathies are mingled. Loving God, we rise as together we praise your name. The Kaddish is found on page 154. The translation is on 155. The prayer is a prayer of praising God. You're welcome to do it in the Aramaic or in English, but we raise our voices together. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra chirute v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'v'zman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehei shemei rabba mevarach la'alam u'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shmei d'kudsha barichu. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru Amen. Yehei shalama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. We say together, Amen. You may be seated. I'm going to tell you a little secret about these words. They're in Aramaic, so it's really hard to read for anyone who's trained in Hebrew. But you know when we sing it, the Reader's Kaddish, we don't sing the Mourner's Kaddish. We sing the Reader's Kaddish, which is also called the Chatzi Kaddish, which means half of a Kaddish. And it's the one that we do at the beginning. But I do min kol birchata v'shirata, and I get fancy on shirata. That's because birchata means all blessing, and shirata means all song. So I sing it a little more songfully when I say that. And I bet you can probably guess that barichu in Hebrew is baruch hu, which means blessed is God. And then one of my favorite phrases in here is the first response. So the whole first big chunk, if we're looking at 154, that whole first paragraph will say the reader is supposed to lead. If it's a mourner, if we're having a mourner's Kaddish, then it's supposed to be a mourner who leads it. And then everybody's supposed to say, Yehei Shemei Rabba Mevarach La'alam U'Lalmei Almaya. And that means, it's very similar to the Hebrew. Yehei Shemei Rabba, may his awesome name, the great name, Mivarach, be blessed, Baruch. And then it says, Le'alam U'Lalmei Almaya, which means for eternity and to eternity's eternity. I love that. That's a really long time. I like that. I now would like to call up again everybody under 15. Everybody under 15. So that we can partake of the yummy stuff. Ready? Ready? Where's Bree? We lost her? Okay, doke. So let's say a blessing for this. Ready? Hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz, b'tei avon. I take the plate and you grab the challah. Everybody grab. I got this. Let go. You keep it and share it. Wah, ha, ha. How cool is that? Wonderful voices. Wonderful voices. Please rise for the closing benediction. So look around, because everybody around you is a potato. And they're real. Everybody around you is authentic, and it's a blessing for us to be worshiping together as part of the generations and the legacy that we have become. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you. May God protect you. Yair Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. May the light of God's face shine upon you, I feel it, and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God's face always be lifted up to you, and may God grant you peace. Shabbat shalom. Bim bum, bim 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 bum, bim bim.